Your first day of vacation was full of fun in the sun, or maybe an excellent dinner and a night out on the town. You lay down for bed feeling exhausted from all the fun you had, and 20 minutes later, you're wide awake. On today's episode, we'll take a look at things that can affect your wonderful vacation sleep. I'm Jay, and this is Somnilopod. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm glad you joined me. This episode is being posted a little bit early this week, simply because I am on vacation. I've decided to take vacation with some family, and hopefully I'm out having a good time. But one thing that I always consider when I'm on vacation is how I'm going to sleep. So you may also have to run into some issues with your with arranging for your sleep while you're on vacation. So I wanted to talk to you all about that today. I recently came across a poll that was commissioned by the company Mattress Firm. It is a mattress company here in the United States. And they found that 68% of the participants that they talked with reported their best sleep while on vacation. 75% said that they wake up feeling more refreshed than usual when they're away from home. And they had several different reasons for that. One of the main reasons was because of the mattress. Usually the mattresses in hotels and in bed and breakfasts and VRBOs tend to be a little bit better than what we may have at home. So it may be time for you to look at buying a new mattress. In the United States, Labor Day weekend is usually a good time to do that, so you may want to check out the sale ads. One of the other reasons that people report is just the smell of clean sheets, also being able to sleep in, whereas normally we would have to get up to go to work or to school in the morning. Some things to consider, though, before you go on vacation. Are you going to be crossing a time zone? Jet lag may end up interfering with your ability to have a good time while you're on vacation. So we did an episode on jet lag. I believe it was episode 24. So check that out for some things that you can do specifically to avoid jet lag. Some of those things, as well as some of the things that you can do for insomnia, tend to involve planning ahead. So make sure that you have thought things through before you actually leave for your trip. Some things to remember, especially if you suffer from a sleep disorder, is to remember that you are going to still suffer from that sleep disorder when you're on vacation. So if you have insomnia, if you have obstructive sleep apnea, and I'm talking to you, CPAP users, you need to make sure and maintain your regular routines for your bedtime. And that's going to include the treatment for those sleep disorders. If you have restless legs and you tend to take a warm bath at night, do that while you're on vacation. There is nothing stopping you from continuing to involve those normal rituals that you would normally participate in. If you're a CPAP patient, be sure you take your CPAP machine with you. I know that it can be a pain in the behind to sometimes carry that stuff around, but believe me, you do not want to have sleep apnea while you're on vacation. You will sleep better. The people in the room with you will sleep better. Everyone will thank you. So take your CPAP unit with you. If your CPAP unit is large and bulky, you can talk to your primary care doctor or to your sleep disorder doctor about a prescription for a travel CPAP unit. They're a lot smaller. They don't necessarily cover the full range of pressure settings that the full-size units do, but they could come in handy. So you can check that out if you're planning on taking your CPAP unit on a trip with you. Some things to remember as far as your regular routine. Remember to try to keep it dark at night. Make the room as dark as possible. Remember to try to avoid bright lights in the evening if you can. Granted, sometimes on vacation that's not quite possible, but when you get back to your room and you're starting to settle down, go ahead and dim those lights. Also, make sure that you turn that air conditioning up. We want to make sure that the room is nice and cool. Some of you may be heading toward warmer climates, so make sure that the air conditioning is appropriate for you. If you're heading for cooler climates, you're probably not going to have an issue with that. Just open a window. Good heavens, it'll be nice and chilly. But make sure that the room is cool and comfortable for you. Also, you want to do your best to try to minimize noise. Now, a lot of people will take a noise machine with them on vacation just to generate either some white or pink noise. You can also use your phone. There are apps that you can download that will allow you to simulate the sound of a fan, for example, or that will generate both white and pink noise for you. If you specifically need to have a fan, some patients, especially sleep apnea patients, tend to like to have a fan on simply because they like to feel the air blowing to help keep them cool, because sleep apnea patients tend to work a little bit harder at night, especially if their apnea is not treated. So they want to try to cool off that way. If that is the case, you always want to try to reach out to your hotel staff early on. Do it when you're booking your room, and just ask them if they have a fan available, just a regular either table fan or just a regular box fan. That will both help with keeping the room cool, keeping you cool, and helping to block out any of those noises. Those neighbors down the hallway who just partied a little too much, or the noise of stairwell doors, or the elevators, or whatever the case may be. Just something to be able to dim some of that noise or to reduce some of that noise. And do your very best to try to prioritize your comfort. It's going to be a different situation for you because it's going to be a different bed, typically a different pillow, different bedding. So you may not be used to the weight of the blanket or the comforter that you're going to be using. The pillow may be a little bit softer, a little bit more firm than what you're used to. But do your best to try to keep things as normal as possible. And if you are someone who likes to use essential oils, be sure and bring a little bit of lavender oil with you if that's what you require. A lot of hotels will provide that for you. They can even provide you with a sleep mask to help block out some of the light that you may not be able to block out completely. So ask at the front desk. See what they've got available for you. They should be able to get you taken care of. Now, you always want to try to avoid spicy foods, big meals before you go to bed. But you know what? You're on vacation, so live a little. If you can't avoid the spicy stuff, the things that you know will bother you later at night, do that. Or just be sure and take some antacids with you so that you can eat what you enjoy and still be able to get a good night's sleep. If you're someone that requires a specific snack at night before you go to bed, you may want to consider bringing that with you, or just stop by a little Quick Mart in the area that you are and try to pick those things up there. That will help be a part of your routine if you usually eat some cheese and crackers before you go to bed, or maybe an apple or something along those lines. That will be very helpful for you to maintain your regular routine. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of these rules or a lot of these suggestions have to do with planning ahead. So if you've got a vacation coming up, then be sure you do your homework. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have been on vacation or if you're planning a vacation, let me know what steps you're taking. You can reach out to me at j@somnilopod.com. You can also touch base with me on any of the social medias, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Until we talk again, please remember to make sleep a priority. Thanks so much.